Hi guys, welcome back to another makeup video. It's your girl Janelle Veronica. If you are one of my subscribers, welcome back. If you are new here, hey, get a beverage, settle down. We're gonna go through a makeup look. I'm not even sure what I'm doing today, but we're just gonna go with the flow, and we're gonna get there eventually. Okay? So let me just keep my intro short, and I'm going to start with some skin prep. I'm going to start by going in with the Advanced Clinicals Collagen and Rosewater Facial Mist. It's a plump and glow facial mist. And as you can tell, I love to just drench my face in that. That just injects some moisture into the skin. I'm going to go in with my eye, while that sinks in, I'm just going to go in with my eye cream quickly. This is the Beauty Formulas Restoring Eye Cream, Coenzyme Q10 to smooth and refine. This is going to hydrate the under eye and the eye area, making sure that your concealer sits nicely and blends nicely into the skin and it doesn't look dry and cakey. Now the next step is my CeraVe AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This has SPF 30. It wears nicely under makeup. And I have oily skin, but I'm still going in and just making sure that I prep the skin properly before I apply makeup on top of it. I'm just going to dry this down with my fan. But while that dries down, just checking to make sure that you guys are doing okay. I like to check in and make sure that you guys are good. Okay? It's not only about me, it's about you as well. Making sure that you're having a good week, making sure that your day is going okay. So I'm wishing you all the best. Alright guys, so skin is prepped. It's time to go in with my primer. For primer, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip today. A nice gripping primer. Alright, so that is nice and tacky on the skin. For my foundation today, I'm going to go in with a Maybelline, a drugstore foundation. This is the Maybelline 30 Hours Foundation. The shade that I use is 360 Mocha. See, I have not used this for a while, and the pump is telling on me. Now to blend that out, I'm going in with my Morphe M439 brush. I'm just going to punch that into the skin. This foundation is drugstore, but believe you me, it is so beautiful. Look at that coverage. It's full coverage, and I'm feeling full coverage today. Alright, we're all blended out, and look at it. This foundation, it's not everyday break the bank. It's not everyday $60 foundations. This is drugstore, but it gets the job done. It's a long wearing. It's a nice full coverage foundation, and it looks and wears beautifully on the skin. It is chef's kiss. Now I'm going to contour my face, and to contour, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Matte Stick in Espresso. Alright, and you can see the contour placement high up on the cheekbones, and I'm just flicking it upwards so that we lift the face. We lift the face. Just going to go in with a sponge around the edges. Juvia's Place blush in Barbie Rose. So in the order I go in, I do my blend my foundation, do my contour, do my blush, then I go in with the concealer. I find this gives me the most flawless look. So just one little dot, because this is pigmented. You really don't need a lot of this powder, a lot of that blush. And I'm just going in pattern motions, blending in like a C shape. Back in with my sponge. For concealer, I'm going to go in with a Juvia's Place, with the Juvia's Place concealer. This one is in shade number 12. On your forehead. While that dries down a little bit, I'm just going to contour my nose quickly with the same Fenty matte stick in Espresso. Alright, going in with the Real Techniques 402, we're going to blend the concealer out. Let's start at the chin. When I blend my under eye, I start around the edges, around the edge. Then I slowly work my way directly under the eye. I'm going to go in with a Nicka K concealer brush. It's a smaller brush that blends out the nose highlight nicely. And I'm going to go in with a sponge. Again, it's a lot of back and forth. Blend around the edges of that concealer. Make sure that the concealer transition into the blush is nice and smooth. I'll go under the eyes a little bit to pick up any excess concealer, any excess product. Now, setting powder for today is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder in banana bread. And I'm just going to go in on a puff. And we set under the eyes first because we don't want any creasing under the eyes. But maybe I'm lucky. I don't have a lot of eyebrows, but one thing about me is that my under eye rarely creases. I don't know why. It does, so hey, a win is a win. I always say wish I had thicker eyebrows, but my under eyes don't really crease. So I'm not going to complain. I'm going to set down all of the areas that I went in with that Juvia's Place concealer. So on the forehead, above the lip, and the chin, and down the bridge of the nose. So I'm just going to do that quickly. To set the rest of my face, like the areas where I went in with the foundation that has not been set down as yet. This is the Fenty Soft Matte Powder Foundation. The shade I use is 450. I'm just going to go in with a nice big fluffy brush and press that in and work that into the complexion to make sure that we are nicely set. For bronzer today, I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite bronzer. I use it, since I got this, I have not put it down. The NARS Laguna bronzer. This is in 07. Now we have to set our nose contour down, and I normally pull out my Juvia's Place bronzer because I prefer this one for setting the nose contour. I like the undertone of this one for my nose. This is the dark duo, and I'm just going to go in with the lighter shade. Then I'm going to go in with that same powder puff that I use to set down my concealer. No extra powder, and just go over the nose area to make sure that the contour is nicely blended. And I'm going to do a little bit of baking with the same Huda Beauty. And down the nose. That's it for the baking. Alright guys, so brows are done. I did them quickly off camera. It's time to just pull together a very quick and cute eyeshadow look. I've pulled my Natasha Denona Peak eyeshadow palette. It only has 5 shades. It's a nice compact everyday wearable palette for like a neutral glam or a soft glam look. You can do with this palette. So let's just jump in. To prime my lids, I went in with some of the same Juvia's Place concealer and set it down with the same Huda Beauty powder. So the eyes are all prepped and primed. I'm going to start by going in with this. It's like a nice rust colored eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this as a transition shade. So we're blending in the crease and a little bit above the crease, from the outer corner to the inner corner, going in nice circular motions. Natasha Denona has some beautiful eyeshadow palettes, and the quality, so good. It's like they blend themselves. And I also like this brush as well. This is a Palladio blending brush. I find this blends my transition color nicely. Alright, nice. There's a darker brown in the palette, and I'm going to use that to plug the outer corner. This brown shade here, and this is a Morphe M434 brush that I'm going in with. So just to deepen up the outer V, the outer corner of the eye. And I'm really pushing it into the outer corner, the crease on the outer corner. I'm bringing it a little ways in, about halfway in. About halfway in. All right. Just going back in with the transition color. Now for the lid, there's this nice, like a pinky light pink in the palette. I'm going to start by going in with this on the lid. All right, so that's a little bit too dark, but what you do on one eye, you have to do on the next. So I'm going to switch and going with this nice off-white, this cream, because I want the lid to pop a little bit more. Yeah. I'm just going to go back in with the brown on the outer corner and just make sure that we blend. I think this is turning into a nice soft glam makeup look. For lashes today, I'm going in with the Cara Beauty Fabulash. These are just 3D foaming lashes, and this is what they look like. It's time for some blush, and I'm just gonna go in with my, where is my blush brush? Okay, here it is. I'm just gonna go in with this nice rose pink from MAC. It's their sheer tone blush in the shade Pinch Me. I'm just going to press that bake in under the eye. I'm going to go in with my LA Girl. Before I do this, let me just set first with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Satin Spray. And while that dries down, while the satin spray dries down, I'm going in with the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the color Very Black on the waterline. For the lips, I'm just gonna go in, and that satin spray is still drying down. I'm just gonna let it do its thing while I do my lips. This is a J-Cat liner that I'm going in with. It's a brown pencil. You can go in with whatever brown pencil that you have that you like, that suits your complexion. I want the lips to look a little pink, so I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink in the shade number 20 Koi. See, it's pink, but it's not like a bright bubblegum pink. Final satin spray is the why am I saying Morphe? The One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Satin Spray. Final step now is a finishing powder. This makes your makeup look so flawless and so well blended. I'm using the Black Opal one. This is the Black Opal Soft Velvet Finishing Powder. I use it in 600 Dark. I'm just going to go in on a nice fluffy brush, pick up some of the powder, shake out the excess. And you can see the difference between this side. This side looks just smoother in comparison to this side. I think I want a gloss on the lip, so I'm just going to pull out the LA Girl Gloss Topper. It's a clear gloss. The color is called Clearly Clear. Just in the center of the lips. Alright, so this is the final makeup look. Makeup is all done. As I said at the beginning, I had no idea what look I was going for today, but I guess we ended up with a nice, what I can call a nice everyday look or neutral look, or even soft glam makeup look. I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this video. Okay, but you already know because you've seen the title already. So at this point, I'm not sure what I'm going to title it. Probably soft glam, neutral makeup look. Hope you guys like the makeup, and you're going to hear some voices because everyone in my house is finally up now. So we wrapped up at the right time. The dogs didn't give us too much. Hey! The dogs didn't bark too much today. So thank you so much for hanging out with me on yet another video. Hope you are having a fantastic day. Hope you have a fabulous week wherever you are in the world. And I hope you like your makeup, guys. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment. Let me know what you like about the makeup. Let me know if there are any finishing powders that you use that I might want to try out as well, because I love a finishing powder. Anyhow, so I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!